Hello, this is Darrell Castle with today's podcast. Today is Friday, January 17th, 2014. Today we're discussing the good things about our situation in 2014. After all, the news is not all bad, is it? Surely there is reason for optimism somewhere. Well, yes, indeed there is. Even in the midst of the worst problems, there are reasons for optimism. Just a few years ago, we were running out of oil and gas. Everything was about oil, and we allied ourselves with OPEC states and fought their wars for oil security. Now, thanks to new technology and newly discovered oil and gas fields, the U.S. is able to exploit vast reserves of previously unreachable oil and gas. Overall energy use in the U.S. is growing more slowly, thanks to the fact that we already have a high standard of living, and we are getting older demographically. Peaking usage combined with new production methods means that what was once scarce is now abundant. This has all combined to reduce U.S. oil imports and thereby its dependence on foreign countries. Even Mexico has changed and has announced that it will end its 75-year oil monopoly. Capital-starved Mexican companies will now get foreign investment as the supply-gutted world oil market forces some Mexican compliance with NAFTA requirements that Mexico should have complied with 20 years ago. Obamacare, a problem by most people's standards, has a bright side also. The president's lying exposed him and Obamacare for what it really is, and to some extent he has lost his luster as a result. The administration has spent tens of millions of dollars on ads directed at young people to try to get them to join Obamacare, to buy this insurance, but they haven't worked. These ads haven't worked. Talk shows like Jay Leno, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan O'Brien, and David Letterman have savaged the insulting view of the young as mindless, brainwashed, stupid people. The ads portray them as. The young have seen right through this scam. The Republicans hope to ride Obamacare's failure to victory in the midterm elections. There seems to be a fairly high probability that that will happen. I'm afraid, however, that both parties are trying to ride the failure to a single-payer, Orwellian nightmare type of insurance fix. NSA spying is slated to play a big role in President Obama's State of the Union address coming up soon. He will read someone's words from his teleprompter, and we are supposed to believe him. But the good news is that more and more of us no longer do. The country no longer expects the government to act responsibly. No real reform will come from the president or his speechwriters. But the free market now offers a defensive solution. The BlackPhone mobile device, built with an operating system designed to keep the NSA and other hackers out. It offers government-level encryption designed to keep your information safe. Even the designers can't break it, so they can honestly tell the NSA spies, "I can't help you." This device will soon be available to the general public this year, hopefully. If innovations like this don't work or are kept from the market, we and our children can kiss privacy goodbye forever. In foreign policy, there is strong evidence that the American people are tired of war. In recent polls, a strong majority favor a non-interventionist foreign policy. A massive surge of popular opinion opposed to attacking Syria helped prevent the U.S. from entering that war. In science, innovators are producing mind-boggling ideas like 3D printing, which was featured this month in the Las Vegas Consumer Electronics Show. The show announced that soon these printers will be common in American homes. Nanotechnology is revolutionizing everything from motorized transport to microscopic imaging. It is the science of the very small. The tiny size changes the inherent chemical and physical properties of a substance. Improved battery storage will advance a wide range of fields from energy and robotics to transportation. Improved batteries help us better utilize wind and solar energy as alternative energy sources. In science, unfortunately, the government gets first crack at it. The government has the most money, and it can therefore get the contracts to produce new electronics and so forth. So we are always in a race, the people with the government, in a race to see if government can co-opt and monopolize new technology before it becomes useful to the human race, and also to see if the government's rules and regulations can destroy its use for the human race. This is a race that hopefully the people can win. Thanks for listening to these last few podcasts, folks. I hope they have been helpful. Join me Monday for a discussion of how power can be regained from the unitary executive, that is, by impeachment. Until then, folks, this is Darrell Castle. Thanks for listening.